Thorpe Park is home to many rides and attractions, and some of those rides are good, some of them are bad, and some keep having rollbacks. Well, what we're going to do in today's video is I'm going to rank my top thrill rides at Thorpe Park. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh, and hey, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, it helps out a ton. So, ranking at 11 is Vortex. This is a KMG afterburner and it is located in the Lost City area in the park. It opened in 2001 on the 25th of May, so very close to my birthday. This ride is very fun, it's very forceful, you get some crazy forces on it, but I don't think it, stands out from the other types of rides there. You know, you could just go to your local fun fair. That's why I placed it in 11th. And number 10 is Rush. Rush is a screaming swing ride which opened at the park alongside another ride, the Slammer, in 2005. But the Slammer is SBNO, so we're not going to talk about that. At the time of its opening, it was the tallest ride of its type in the world, and it's the only scream and swing in the UK, and the only one of 3 in Europe. Basically, if you don't know what it is, just go down to your local park, and it's just basically a massive swing. Now, I love this ride. I love the feeling you get with your tummy when you just drop. It's honestly so amazing. Though the cycles could be longer, but you know, it's an old ride, but that's to be expected, I guess. At number 9, we've got Samurai. Samurai is the top scan ride. It operated at Chessington World of Adventures between 1999 and 2003, and it was transferred to Thorpe Park at the end of the 2003 season. I'm not kidding you, this is one of the best flat rides I have ever done. Well, when it's not being deconstructed and chopped in half. The forces you get are absolutely incredible. The way it just whips you round when you're not expecting it. Though it can be a little bit uncomfy, but you just have to pick the right seat. And if you are visiting Thorpe Park at Fright Nights, make sure to check out Samurai. You don't have to ride it, but just check out the lighting package it's got on there. And the new paint job as well. It honestly looks so cool. At number 8, we've got Detonator. Detonator opened in 2001 along with 2 other flat rides, Vortex and Zodiac. Detonator, believe it or not, I couldn't believe this, but it's 115 feet tall. I mean, it seems a lot smaller than that, but apparently not. Now, what I love about this drop tower, I don't usually like going on drop towers, but I think crop drop is enough for me. Unlike other drop towers, where they just drop you and gravity does the work. But this drop tower, it propels you down to create even more crazy negative G forces. It's honestly so scary. In at number 7, our first roller coaster, Colossus, the park's first major ride. Colossus was the world's first 10 looping roller coaster as it was advertised, but it was soon taken over by the Smiler in 2013 on the day I was born. Yep, the 31st of May. What a coincidence that is. I love this ride, I love Colossus, but every time I go on it, I just seem to have such a bad ride. I went on it on Hyperia's opening day, and oh my god, I've had generally the worst rides on it I've ever had. The trains, the restraints are just so uncomfortable, you've got no leg room, but I find the layout to be so awesome and the history behind it. That's why it ranks at number 7. In at number 6, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but we've got Walking Dead the ride. I think a lot of people can agree with me here. X was way better than Walking Dead. It just looks so cool with all the lasers. It just looks absolutely sick. But that doesn't mean Walking Dead the ride is bad at all. The ride is very immersive with their theme. It's one of the best themed indoor roller coasters I've ever seen. And if you get Walking Dead the ride on a good day, you might have some actors chasing you out the exit corridor. Sorry, I mean, spoiler alert. And number 5, we have Saw the Ride, manufactured by Gerstlauer. The Eurofighter model opened to the public on the 14th of March 2009 as the steepest freefall roller coaster in the world with a drop angle of 100 degrees. The reason why for me Saw the Ride ranks at number 5 is because of how immersive it is. The indoor aspect of the ride is so good. You are so immersed by everything. It's so good. You're just so immersed by everything. And oh, don't get me started on that drop. Although it can be a little bit rickety in some places, there are some certain seats you can sit on that make your ride a lot more comfortable. Oh, and let's not talk about how the trims don't even trim you. At number 4, we've got Nemesis Inferno. This ride was manufactured by Bolliger and Mebelard.
Definitely said that incorrectly, but It's Swiss, I can't speak Swiss.
And they were the same company that built Nemesis at Alton Towers. We all know what the better ride is.
I'll leave you to argue about that in the comments.
So there's two standout moments for me on this ride. The pre-lift, honestly, just there's something about it is just so, I don't know, cool. And the world's first interlocking corkscrews. When the mist works, is my fourth favourite thrilling ride at the park. In at number 3, we've got Stealth. Stealth is a launch coaster in the Amity area of Thorpe Park. Built and designed by Intamin, the accelerator coaster model opened in 2006 as the fastest accelerating coaster in the world and the fastest roller coaster in the UK before being passed by Hyperia in 2024 this season. I love Stealth. There's nothing quite like that launch of being propelled 0 to 80 in 1.8 seconds. Yeah, for a good while it was advertised as 2.3, but I'm glad they've now changed it to what it really is. At number 2, we have the Swarm. The Swarm is the world's second wing coaster model, designed by the Swiss roller coaster manufacturer, again I'm gonna mess this up, Bolliger & Mabillard. And we can't forget that the Swarm is the UK's first wing coaster ever to be built. And then the second one was obviously Jumanji at Chessington World of Adventures.
Result.
And now let's move on to number 1. You can probably all guess what number 1 is, guys. It's so obvious. The Flying Fish!
Getting fishy with it.
I'm only joking. In number 1, we've got Hyperia. Manufactured by Mack Rides, this hypercoaster opened as the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the UK on the 24th of May 2024. Again, very, very close to my birthday. With a height of 236 feet and speeds that exceeds 80 miles per hour, this ride is one not to miss. I went there on the opening day with my partner, and I kid you not, we waited 6 hours.
Yep, 6 hours. We got the train
From sunny Brighton all the way to Staines Station at like 6 in the morning just to get there to wait 6 hours in the queue. And I thought we got there early, but no, turns out people just started to bush camp. I think a lot of people, well, I guess most people would agree with me that Hyperia is the number 1 spot of the most thrilling ride at the park. That first drop, that weird inversion that is still not named yet, 0G stall, the amount of hang time you get,
the speed,
and the amount of ejector you get, all one coaster is crazy. It's one of the best roller coasters I think I'll ever do in my entire life. Well, that is when it doesn't roll back half the time and it opens for more than a week. But yeah, there you go. There is my top thrill rides at Thorpe Park. Now this video is just my opinion, but I'd love to know your opinion down in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this. And if we get 200 views on this video, I'll rank my top thrill rides at Alton Towers.
Peace out!